What's going on, Jerome's? A beautiful day for a 7-round Vikings mock draft. Kwesi Adofo-Mensah getting after things. And as we always say, this is not Vietnam. There are rules here. So our outline is Darnold, here you go. Jones, Akers are back. You had to keep a cornerback, whether it's Murph back or signing like Travarius Ward. Safety, keeping Beasley or signing an outside safety, Hufanga, Holland, etc. Adding two starting caliber offensive linemen, whether that be Trey Smith, whether it be Tevin Jenkins, whether it be Mekhi Becton, whether it be whoever, right? And then same thing with two defensive linemen. So Vikings sutured up a lot of needs of free agency, and then they could draft BPA. It's kind of nice. Enhance. I feel like doing some trades, maybe not a lot of trades. Who knows? So the Vikings, all right, so what's real important is right ahead of the Vikings. Genti goes to Dolphins. I kind of like that. LB3 goes to Dallas, sure. Egbuka, Banks, Michael Williams off the board. Walter Nolan goes to Seattle. I kind of like. Oh, so Walter Nolan, Byron Murphy the second together. That's good. That's good, man. Even though they played the same position essentially. Warren, Jack Sawyer goes to modern day Warriors. Jack Sawyer never beat JJ McCarthy. No big deal. All right, so up at 24, the usual suspects are there in the mock. I got a couple trade offers. Jacksonville at 36, as well as Patriots at 38. So, I mean, if we drop that far, it's going to cost you, Chief. All right, so, if you want us to drop down 12 spots, it's going to cost you multiple. All right, so do that. So 26. So if we want to drop 12 spots, it's going to cost you 70 in the third round, 88 also in the third round. So 2/3. And a 7th for 24 and a 5th. Offer trade. Enhance. All right, so we got a 26% chance. Never tell me the odds. All right, so let's amp that up to 31. Okay. I'm not letting go. I'll never let you go. I'll include a future 7th. You're always on my mind. All right. No deal with the Jaguars. So I guess we're sticking picking, right? Because I can't trade anywhere else. Oh, there you go. Blessing in disguise. And I know that it's boring, but we're just going to take Kenneth Grant. And Grant, to me, is numero uno nose tackle, right? So you have a guy who can press the pocket. You have a guy who is accustomed to winning with J.J. McCarthy. And one of the reasons why Mason Graham has had such a great career at Michigan is Kenneth Grant's doing a lot of the dirty work, but heart and hustle as well. Like he consistently chases down runners in pursuit, and he's a heart and hustle future team captain type guy that you want on your team. So Kenneth Grant, welcome on in. You are a Viking. I love it, man. I love me some Kenneth Grant. It's a long way, 97, man. All right, so Kenneth Grant is there. Azrae Thomas, so he's going to go likely top 40. So we're just going to ignore that because I know we've taken him here before, but I just feel like it's too unlikely. All right, so the Vikings here. Makuba is definitely an option. R.J. Harvey, I love a lot. I might just take R.J. Harvey. Except we take R.J. Harvey all the time, so maybe we need to change things up a little bit. Phillips, Kobe Bryant, got a couple trade offers. 107. All right, so we want some spiciness. Some spicy. All right, so you want to come up 97. We'll drop down 10 spots for all right, so we want 107. We want 130. We want 203. And a future 7th. 25% chance. Enhance. All right. We'll never let you go. All right, fine. We'll take the latter of it. Oh, that worked. Resume. All right. So drop down 10 spots. Let's see who came off the board. I was going to say Scorton. Scorton there at 97. All right, so Harvey, Makuba, yeah, David Walker. Oh, they came out for Thomas. That makes sense. All right, so Vikings sitting now at 107. Plus, we got an extra 4th-round pick at 130 as well. So, what do you do? Jared Wilson sitting chilling. Jordan Phillips, who we like a lot in terms of nose tackle, formerly at Auburn, and also had a phenomenal season there at Maryland. So again, like I said, Vikings took care of a lot of needs in free agency, so they can go BPA. Terrence Ferguson is going to be a lot of fun. All right, so I think that he'll test well at the combine. 6'5", 243. Last year, 43 catches, 591, and three touchdowns. Had 6 touchdowns last year. I think that he will be a quarterback's best friend. I mean, like straight line speed, like he's not going to blow you away, but he does have this tendency to get open in zones, sit down in dead spots. I think that he'll be a plus willing blocker as well. And he will remind coaches of Johnny Munt, another Oregon tight end. So again, not the usual, but we're going to be unusual in this draft. Brashard Smith is there chilling. Let's go. Ja'Cory Koski Merritt is there. Aeneas Peebles. I kind of want Peebles. So 6'2", 290, disruptor, short and stocky, gets after things. It reminds me of Dwayne Carter since he went to Duke as well before going to Virginia Tech. So Peebles and Grant to go along with two defensive linemen added. I kind of like where things are headed. Peebles, welcome on in. All right, so that's 130 into the 5th round, pick 139. Merritt is still there. Khalil Mullings. I mean, do we just take Mullings at this point? I mean, we can because I love Jarquez Hunter. JCM is also there too, but Mullings is that power back. And if we're going the full-on Michigan motif, hold on. Hail to the victors. All right, so Khalil Mullings in the spot, 6'1", 236, 948 and 12 touchdowns last year, 5.1 yards per carry. Converted linebacker, got power for days, and he is more of a man gap / running back, but it's okay. Like short yardage, red zone, goal line, he'll be your dude. All right, so I kind of like this draft because it's spicy. It's very, very spicy. Do we take 2 running backs? I mean, we certainly can consider it. Yona Monheim is there as well. Let's see, John Williams. I don't know. Just don't really know exactly what we should do in this spot. Check out the cornerbacks. Or do we just take Brosmer? Because that would actually be really funny to me. Yeah. But we are going to check the box at the offensive line. So Jonah Monheim, USC, 6'4", 310. Physical, packing a punch, great leader, multi-year starter. So Monheim coming on in. I know that Jake Major's out there too, and he's my guy. But all right, so Brosmer's just out there. Like now, Tyler Shook is going to go probably day 2. Man, I don't think he sneaks in around 1, but you never know. But Brosmer, probably New Hampshire, or was it Maine? Doesn't matter. Brosmer had a decent season for the Gophers. There you go. So again, recapping. Darnold leaves, Jones, Akers back, and then the Vikings suture things up. At cornerback, safety, you're adding a couple offensive linemen as well as a couple starting defensive linemen as well. And then, babe, it's a wild world. Do. So, no trading at 24, but you did trade at 97. So, Kenneth Grant, then you got Terrence Ferguson, who I think has the chops to develop into a very solid tight end 2 at minimum, tight end 1 at maximum. Aeneas Peebles is going to disrupt things along the defensive line in rotation. Khalil Mullings is going to be your power running back. Let's go. Monheim going to get into the interior offensive line mix, and Max Brosmer can be your developmental quarterback, plus you win some points with the local yokels. So there you go. I kind of like it. But let us know your thoughts. 7-round Vikings mock draft. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skull production value.